Pastor Ben here. It is the last part of October, and the purpose of this video is to provide you with an update on our worship life moving forward. There are still many things that we are working out and thinking through. So by the end of this video, I don't know if we'll have it all ironed out for you, but hopefully at least updated, kept in the loop of what we're thinking and planning, as well as we're asking for your input as well. So hopefully in a few minutes after we've had this conversation together, we're on the same page, and please reach out with the questions you have, with the concerns you have. It's a challenging time for making any kind of plans, which certainly affects us in the church as well. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for kind of rolling with things, and thank you for helping us to live our mission to share the love of God and to help us put plans together that help us to love one another, help us to be a support to our community. So thanks for watching, and let's see what we can clarify in this video. Thank you. Okay, first, just really brief. During the month of November, we will not have any in-person worship opportunities. We will continue making our worship videos. We're just going to keep making worship videos. So please know those will be made going forward until I don't know when. So we're going to keep making the videos, but we're not going to gather in person in the month of November. We'll use this time to really try to put some plans together. And we're also asking during the month of November here to hear from you. Do you see yourself coming inside for worship? Now, I'll tell you more about what worship inside the sanctuary might look like, some of the things we'll put in place to make it safer. But it'd be really helpful for us to know, do you see yourself coming inside for worship? So there's a 2-question survey that you'll receive a link to that from the church. And if you'd let us know, that would really be helpful, just to get a sense of where we're at as a congregation, what people are thinking for gathering inside the building. So just a little bit about what worship will look like to come inside. 1, when you come in, of course, we would ask that you wear a mask. 2, we'll have people checking temperatures, of course. There'll be a way of indicating that you plan to come, an RSVP system that we will use. As of today, it sounds like our county will be under a little bit tighter restrictions. So probably at the most, anyway, it sounds like 25 people could gather at a time. So we will need to create enough worship times for that number of people to gather. So there'll be some of those precautions in place, and then we'll spread out in the room. We'll make use of the whole room. We'll spread out in the pews and in the areas around as well. So in that regard, worship looks a little bit different. Mass screening coming in, RSVPing. That's why, once again, it's helpful to know if you see yourself coming to worship on a general basis inside. Okay, double Pastor Ben. So what we're also proposing for our inside worship is that, since we're making a video each week, that when we gather inside the church for worship, we will actually gather and we'll watch the video. The video will be projected, and the reasons for doing that is, one of the things we know about the coronavirus is that it is aerosol based, and the more we speak, the more we sing and all those good things that we like to do in worship, right? That puts aerosols in the air, increasing the risk of transmission. So if we come and we watch the video, there's just less aerosols being put into the air. It'll keep our service at no more than 25 to 30 minutes, which is also important. And based on how many services we need to do on a Sunday, based on that 25 number, it's very easy to replicate the worship service making use of the video. Another reason I'm advocating for watching the videos together is for me to be at the pulpit preaching. Since we're asking everyone to wear masks, I find it difficult to speak for a period of time with a mask on, and maybe projecting, but just imagining. I think it's harder for the listener to listen to someone speak for a long time with the mask on. So much of our communication is being able to see each other's facial expressions. So at least when I'm preaching on the wall there, you can see my facial expressions. So Worship Inside will involve using our videos and spaced out, mask. We can easily do this many times. You can hum along with the music, or you can kind of sing gently with the music, but that's what Inside Worship will be, and we'll try it. If we decide after a while, like coming together and watching TV doesn't quite do it for us, we can adjust as well. But that's the initial idea. Okay, I am here at the communion altar. So although we plan to show the worship video, at this point I think we're also planning to still have communion during the worship service. That part would be live, and we have some different ideas, some different things we will do to help communion be a safe experience, but we will have communion. And if you're thinking that you won't come to worship on the inside of the church, or at least maybe that's a choice you're making for a while, we still want everyone to be able to receive communion, so we're going to work logistically on how we might do that. But I do want to say that communion will not be limited to only those who show up for the worship inside the sanctuary. So ideas could include, you could come in your car on a Sunday and drive up and receive communion. It could be handed to you that way, or we'll also be looking at ways in which we could bring communion to you if you are choosing to stay home and worship through the video. So yes to communion. How we do it, some of those things are still being worked out. And thank you also for your ongoing financial generosity, continuing to make your offering to God. Just a quick reminder of the different ways you can give your offering. If you're coming to worship inside the church building, you can certainly bring it with you. You can mail an offering to the church, and you can also make use of our online giving program as well, and you can make a one-time gift, you can set up an automated gift. So all those ways are there and available to you, but mostly just thank you. Thank you for your generosity, your offerings to God, because God turns those into the ministry of this church. So thank you. Thank you again for watching this video. Just a recap, we're not going to have any in-person worship during the month of November as we make our plans. And as noted, this is a difficult time for making plans, as I'm sure you know this in your own personal life. It's true for us as the church. So if you have some thoughts, some ideas, some concerns, please reach out to us. Our main goal, I think, speaking on behalf of our council and as your pastor, is to try to strike that balance of staying true to our mission, to share the love of God, to provide what's crucial and essential to us as Christians, such as the opportunity to worship, while also recognizing the challenges and risks of this virus and this time, and our call to love one another and to help keep each other safe and keep our communities safe as well. And lastly, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another. We are in uncharted territory, and we're just going to need kindness and grace and forgiveness from each other, and to extend to each other to help us make it through this time together. Thank you.